We're going to start off with a participation prize for month 1 of the collective OP. This time we have the counterattack die. It's very similar to the elite attack die that we got from the Dominion War, but we'll take a look at it. See the counterattack die there? It's 5 points, takes the place of your resource. It counts as a defense die when you roll, except this one has 2 hits and a crit on it, so there's actually no blanks on the die. And if you roll one of the hits or crits, the attacking ship suffers damage, and they don't get to roll defense against it. So basically it gives you a chance to hit back. And there's our resource explanation card, explaining you can only have 1 resource per fleet. It's a nice addition, kind of an interesting thing. I don't know if I'd take it over some of the bigger things like the flagship and fleet captains that are out now, but definitely could have its uses, especially if you have a ship that has battle stations, because you can basically never roll a blank on this die if you have battle stations. So definitely an interesting item. Not sure how well the color will come out on the camera here, but you can see there's no blanks on any side. Well, that was it for our resources. We'll move on to the map elements. So here's our map elements for the month 1 scenario. The top player in each bracket kind of got one of these. I'm not sure how every store did it differently, but you have your giant Borg cube here. And when you play the tournament, it's actually the other way over. It doesn't have any stats or anything on the other side. Then we have our 4 hidden movement tokens. They have the either the X for nothing or a blank on the other side. And one of them has the arrow. Plays very similar to the destroyed the scimitar scenario that came with the Valdor, if you've seen that one. The cube starts in the center of the table, and depending on which ways end up becoming valid directions, you put a certain number of the tokens in, the arrow is always included, and then the cube would move whichever direction the arrow was in. I think it was a 4, and collide with anything that was in its path, and then it attacks the closest 3 ships to its position, and it attacks them by either assimilating a upgrade off of their ship. If they have no upgrades, it assimilates their captain. If they have no captain, it attacks them with an 8-die attack. Now the ships themselves, each turn could perform an action and pick up one of these assimilation tokens. If they had these tokens, when the cube went to assimilate, you get to roll a die, and I think on a critical, nothing happened, and on any other result, you get to pick which upgrade on your ship got assimilated. The main thing for this scenario is that you're going to want ships with multiple upgrades. This is where those 1-point crewmen and things that you thought you'd never use would come in, because just having them on board your ship is another turn without the cube shooting at you. The goal was to destroy your enemy's fleet, or to have at least 1 ship remaining when time in the round was called. Kind of an interesting scenario. The cube only attacks at range 2. That was the other restriction on there. So if you could keep farther away, for this specific scenario, the cube is indestructible. So it didn't matter, you couldn't do damage to it. And I think there were a few other restrictions too. All the rules for the scenarios are available on WizKid's sites as a free PDF download, so go check it out. And the OP prize for month 1 of the collective is the Vulcan Tamir. It's another little Vulcan science ship. Kind of interesting. Gives them 3 ships now, so they have a plausible fleet. Definitely like the large fire arcs on them as well. Check out my channel. I'll be posting up a video of that ship and everything that comes with it here soon. And that's about it for month 1. I will see you in the next video.